What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Sly Hooper YouTube channel. It's Merry Christmas if you're an NBA fan, as the NBA opened the regular season tonight, starting off with last year's rematch of the Eastern Conference semifinals between the Boston Celtics and the Philadelphia 76ers. In what was a sloppy game initially, both teams seemed to have the first game jitters. So you see right here, Jason Tatum hitting the shot over Joel Embiid. This next clip that's about to come up right now, showing right now, is unedited. It'll give you a little peek on what the microcosm of the game was like. Both teams really just rusty, trying to make tough layups like this. Then you see Simmons get out in transition and stifled a little bit. Saric with a missed three, Horford there. And then this really where the calamity starts. It went back and forth for about a good minute, but that was the microcosm of this game. A couple of things to note in this game. Brett Brown has been sticking with the lineup of Markelle Fultz, Ben Simmons, Robert Covington, Dario Saric, and Joel Embiid, as you just continue to see an example of just how opening night affects NBA teams. And it was interesting. I get the long view approach that Brett Brown's trying to do with this. Markelle Fultz is unfortunately going to take longer to develop than expected. That jumper really made Markelle Fultz open up his game in college and was NBA ready, but now it's unfortunately going to take longer, and I get why Brett Brown's doing it. And he's going to go with JJ Redick in the second half. This right here was also interesting. Brett Brown starting off Joel Embiid on Jason Tatum, so he doesn't have to guard Al Horford pick and pops until later in the game. And of course, if you kept up with Drew Hanlon and his Pure Sweat basketball company over the summer, Jason Tatum and Joel Embiid, there's plenty of videos of them going one-on-one with each other. See JJ Redick there with a three. He struggled, going 2 for 8. This was another theme that continued in this game. Aaron Baines and Marcus Smart made a bunch of threes while the Sixers' actual shooters were struggling on wide open shots. Unfortunately, good to see Gordon Hayward back, as you see he hit that jump shot right there, then hits another right here. And if you just remember at this time last year, just the gruesome injury that he went through. Here is an example. This was a theme for Joel Embiid also, just not being able to keep the turnovers down tonight, and Jason Tatum picked an easy one. He really could have had an and one too. Second quarter, Markelle Fultz started to play a little bit better. He honestly looked lost in the first quarter, but Brett Brown started using him in pick and rolls, hit a nice jump shot there. Like I said, it's going to take a while for Markelle Fultz to get back up to speed. Brett Brown admittedly has said he's ready to take the lumps that come with a 20-year-old point guard who now has to basically build from scratch because he lost his jump shot. It looks better than last year, but you see right here Markelle Fultz with a pick and pop to Embiid for 3. Joel Embiid's really been struggling from preseason, or from 3 in the preseason, by the way. Here you see a beautiful pass to a cutting Fultz from Ben Simmons. This was by far Ben Simmons' best game against Boston. Here an incredible play by Embiid to recover and block the shot. Then the Sixers are off to the races. Simmons and Embiid, that's a name you're going to be hearing in Philadelphia for years to come. Here's the Aaron Baines 3 that I'm talking about. And speaking as a Sixer fan, it's just honestly puzzling that Aaron Baines has made 17 threes in his career, and 9 of them have come against the Sixers, and that's including the 7 of 16 that he shot in the playoffs in the series last year. Here, Jason Tatum, and this is going to hurt to watch as Jason Tatum just continues to grow, especially because given he's connected to the Fultz trade. Here you see old man Amir Johnson dunk. And then the game kind of got away from the Sixers there. The offensive rebounding started to happen. The Celtics' other players started to chip in. Keep in mind, Kyrie Irving was struggling mightily in this game. Here you see Jaylen Brown just dunking it over Embiid. Well, not dunking it. Embiid actually blocked the majority of that shot, but the shot got pushed in. Good play by Joe, just unlucky. Here you see the Drew Hanlon square off one-on-one again. And Embiid's actually staying with him, and Jason Tatum again, gets him, but it's a bank shot. Good offense, but better defense. Good defense, but better offense. But pretty much that's all. That was the gist of the game. The Celtics were the team that everybody expects them to be. And really, the Sixers have a long way to go because they not only do they have some injuries to their bench unit, they also need to figure out how to incorporate Markelle Fultz. Really not too much to go off of one game, although I do see some people firing hot takes about the Sixers on Twitter here and there, trying to stay off Twitter more this year, but sometimes you can't help it. Just people are just firing off really bad takes after one game, because we all want to be right after one game, I guess. But yeah, the Celtics ended up pulling this one out. This Sixers team is going to be different from October to obviously April. The Celtics will be too, but I suspect the games will be closer. The game was close in the first half, and it just got away from them. So we'll see what happens next. Sixers open up on Thursday against the Chicago Bulls, and the Celtics are now 1-0 have in the series, and we'll see until the next time. But glad that basketball's back. The Celtics are actually really fun to watch if you're a neutral basketball fan, and obviously the Sixers, just talent between Simmons and Embiid is not one to scoff at either. But those were the highlights, so feel free to subscribe to the channel. Any and all support is appreciated. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.